Hi, and welcome to Polly's podcast. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of nature's most complete foods, which is absolutely delicious and versatile. Eggs. Eggs are one of nature's most complete foods. In fact, they not only contain all the macronutrients needed, but they also contain extra stuff. So they have protein, they have fat, and they even have trace amounts of carbs. Humans need these for survival and for optimum health, okay? And here is a full breakdown. I'm going to get to it. So protein. Protein is essential to all of us because we cannot make it. Eggs are a complete protein source, meaning they have all 9 essential amino acids in ideal proportions for human use and consumption. Okay, they have a very high biological value. Eggs are awesome. The body absorbs and uses egg protein very efficiently and very easily. Now, I do realize that some people could be allergic to some parts of the egg, like the albumin or the yolk. So you have to check with your own doctor if it's okay for you to eat eggs. But I'm going to give you an example about the protein, how many grams of protein. Like one large egg has like 6 to 7 grams of protein, give or take. So found in both the white, which is the albumin, and the yolk, right? Well, yolk has about half the total protein than the white part does. And of course, eggs build and repair muscles, organs, enzymes, hormones, and immune cells. This is the function of egg protein. So the next macronutrient, which is essential, is fat in eggs. And when I say eggs, I am not just talking about chicken eggs. I'm talking turkey eggs, duck eggs, goose eggs, game bird eggs, quail eggs, sparrow eggs. I don't know, find a nest and take some eggs. I don't know. All eggs. Okay, because I don't think that one egg is more special than another. I know that like an emu egg is larger, but let's call an egg an egg. All right. So fat is mostly found in the yolk, and it's the good kind of fat. When I say the word good kind of fat, I'm comparing it to nasty, stinky, rancid seed oils. Okay? That is what I'm comparing it to. Never do I advocate for anyone to consume seed oils or food that's been fried in seed oils. So the fat in the yolk is monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, okay, which supports the heart and the brain. Another type of fat are the phospholipids and omega-3s, especially in pasture-raised eggs like I have. So that supports the nervous system and the cell membrane health. Fantastic. The fat in the yolk is also a saturated fat, which is, fine in moderation and necessary for hormone production. So I don't really know, when I say moderation, I'm going to say this. So when I first started my journey, I went for 90 days eating nothing but animal fat and animal protein. High protein, high fat, 0 carbs. That's all I ate, and that's how I dropped the majority of my body fat, right? And then I hit a stall. So when I hit that stall, I stopped eating egg yolks because I went on a lean diet for 1 week. And to break the stall, to stop the plateau from happening, right? So it shook things up a little bit. So I only ate the egg whites, which worked for me. So I just want to say that because I had excessive amounts of body fat, and I'm still a work in progress, I didn't need the extra fat from the egg yolks after I hit a plateau. So one great way to shake things up is to just cut the fat out of the body out of the dietary eating, don't eat any dietary fat, and it forces the body to utilize the stored fat for energy, okay? And for, hormone support, and for the brain support, and for heart support. You have plenty of omega-3s and phospholipids in the body. You have plenty of fats in the body if you are overweight. If you have stores of body fat like I did, and I still do have some, okay? So I'm still working on it. So I just want to say, when I use the words moderation, it kind of has to make sense. So, and for hormone production, you do need some fat. And if you already have fat on your body, then you're okay. But one large egg is about 5 grams of fat. And I want to say that for each gram of fat is about 9 calories, okay? So eggs are interesting because they have virtually 0 carbs, which is less than like 0.5 grams per egg. But it's awesome that they have a little teeny weeny bit of carbohydrates. This makes eggs great for low carb keto diets, low carb diets, protein sparing modified fast, for carnivores, for all kinds of people that are on a fat burning adventure. So, and I want to also now share the bonus micronutrients, because remember, there's a difference between micronutrients and macronutrients, and these bonus micronutrients are not macros, but they are critical. So I want to say that eggs contain choline, and choline is essential for brain and liver function. How cool is that? Same as we did with the chicken, there is vitamin D in eggs, okay? And that is one of the few natural food sources that exist. So B vitamins are also present, especially B12, B6, folate, riboflavin. Think skin, think nails, bones, hair, eyesight. Oh my goodness. And then on top of that, there's more. There's iron, selenium, and zinc. And these are really important for like energy, immune system, and hormones. But there's one more thing that makes eggs so special, and that is lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect the eyes and support eye health. Isn't that just loaded with fabulousness? Okay, eggs are just amazing. So the proteins in the macronutrients of protein in eggs function to support the muscles, the enzymes, the body's repair systems. Contains it's like 6 to 7 grams of protein, right, per large egg. And the white and the yolk do contain protein. So another macronutrient that we talked about was the fat, which supports the energy, the human energy, body's energy, hormones, and vitamin absorption, especially like fat-soluble vitamins. And so per large egg, you might find 5 grams of fat. And that's actually, it's all in the yolk. It's not in the albumin. It's not in the white. And throughout the whole egg, you get a bonus of a trace mineral, which when the egg is consumed, that trace mineral goes directly to dietary energy. So energy coming from dietary sources instead of from your stored fat. Okay. And so, eggs contain every single macronutrient that humans need, along with critical micronutrients, making them one of the most nutrient-dense and complete single foods on Earth. This is truly one of the gifts of the Earth. It not only contains all of these fabulous macronutrients and micronutrients and trace carbohydrates. But we can find them in an abundance, okay? And they taste delicious and they are versatile. You can boil them. You can fry them, poach them. I mean, scramble them. There's like so many different ways. There's like making like an egg crepe. There's omelets. There's so many different ways to cook them and prepare them. It's just an amazing food. So I wanted to share with you that eggs are a fantastic food for anyone that is looking to drop their carbohydrate load to rock nothing. Push protein through the roof and enjoy an egg yolk or two, which is the fats, right? And without having to suffer through horrid diets, okay? So I hope this was helpful to you. I know I enjoyed making this video. And if you find this helpful in any which way or form, please hit the subscribe button. Let me know that you were here. If you disagree with anything that I say, please, put it in the comments below, because I'm okay with people disagreeing with me. I encourage it. I say that we're all open to topics of discussion, right? So please like, share, and subscribe if you know of anybody that can benefit from this video or this type of information, this content that I provide from my own personal experiences and from public data that I collect. Please share this video, and welcome to Polly's podcast. And until next time, be happy, be